Hey guys, I'm Stock Sniper Mike, and I'm back again with the 2-minute drill. Here to give you guys 2 minutes of one crazy week of trading. Another amazing week in the books for the snipers, coming up with back-to-back $1,700 plus weeks and continuing our green streak, going for our 29th straight green week in the books now. That is about 5+ months in the books, green every single week. We started this streak when the pandemic started, and we are so blessed to still be profiting when we're still getting out of it. And it looks like the overall market is trying to bounce itself out of it as well, as the Dow Jones continues its green streak as well, going for 11 straight upward days, continuing from the 6 straight green days it had last week, going from 26,000 to 27,000 and crossing over that 27,500 mark on Monday morning when we got a little bit of momentum from Russia announcing that they have a vaccine for the coronavirus. The Dow also got a nice bounce when unemployment numbers came out and announced that we are now below 1 million unemployed people in the United States. So it's nice to see that people are getting back to work and that this coronavirus is finally starting to clear up a bit. But the Dow looks like it needs a dip soon. And if you want to be consistently profitable, come our way and join Sniperville. Because we only lost 1 out of the 6 trades we took this week. And all 6 of them lined up with one of our sniper patterns. Now, a lot of you are asking, how do you find those sniper patterns and how do you consistently profit in the market? The first step is always to check out our website at www.thestocksnipers.com. But we thought it wasn't enough for beginners and for those that are trying to learn from scratch. So if you're one of those people out there, even if you are an advanced trader, you will be able to benefit from what we have coming out and what I have above me. This is called Sniper University, and it's one of our biggest announcements this month. We have a university course coming out that is cheaper and definitely more beneficial than a normal university course. It's going to give you the ins and outs and everything you need to know and what we learned to turn our $500 into now $122,000 plus. So if this video doesn't sum up enough about what we do, look into Sniper University when it comes out 2 weeks from now. And now let's dive into the $1,750 plus week and find out how we made that. One of my favorite things about this week is the one loss we had came first. And it shows that if you believe in yourself and believe in the patterns, that no matter if you lose, if you stick to the #1 rule of cutting losses and continue to strike, you will always come back and win. And that's what we did this week. It started over the weekend when we bought an OTC stock late Friday, looking for it to create a second green day after it created a small first green day that Friday. We bought it at $3.89, thinking it would break $3.90 and head back towards $4, but it closed a little weak on Friday and came back below to the $3.80 area, and that was our cut. So we were already uncomfortable going over the weekend. Early Monday morning, it started a little ugly for CYDY, and it did not gap up whatsoever. So we stuck to the #1 rule that we have in cutting losses when things are not going your way. And we got out of CYDY at $4.76, only losing $170 to start the week. But we did not hang our head up. We continued to search and find more sniper patterns. And that's exactly what we did Monday for Power Hour. On Power Hour that day, we found a sub-penny stock breaking a key area for a sub-penny stock to break, and that's a penny. This is sub-penny stock RBII. We liked the way that it was creating another green day and breaking past the 52-week highs of 1 penny. So we were interested, hoping it could hold that spot all day. And that's what it did. No need to force yourself into it. Just patiently wait and see if it could create support. And that's what this did at 1 penny. So we set our limit at 103 going into Power Hour, and we got a nice dip fill during power hour, and off to the races it went. It instantly bounced from our 103 fill all the way to 1-2, and we were up 15% in the first minute. And then the breakout happened. We got the break in a beautiful push in RBII. The stock pushed all the way up to 149. That's 50% in about 15 minutes. Where else can you find stuff like that? So seeing the huge push it had, we had to take half the bag. And we decided to sell half of it before overnight at 142, making $500 with only half of our bag and using the other half to hold overnight looking for a gap up. And on Tuesday morning, it didn't get the biggest gap up, so we sold where it was, getting out at the 138 area and averaging our sell price at 142 for a nice 33% on our money and $960 in only about 30 minutes or less of trading. And we didn't have to use a day trade. That is how you get away from the PDT rule and grow your small account. The next couple stocks weren't the biggest wins, but singles do add up, and all of them were small wins that added up to our profit of $1,700 or more. All three of these stocks were cannabis stocks, as cannabis stocks came out with their earnings this week. The second week of August is usually the earnings week for cannabis because they chose the week of 4/20 to start their fiscal first year. So we went for some earning beats. The first one was a local dispensary and one we've made money off recently before. OTC TCNNF Trueleaf. This is a stock that is a slower mover and higher price, so we knew what we were dealing with when we bought the 52-week breakout, looking for it to gap up the next day. And it didn't gap up, so we took the bag where we had it and just got out the next morning. The next two stocks, we got a little more the meat of the move here, but they both still didn't turn out exactly the way we wanted. We took both of these OTC cannabis stocks overnight on Wednesday, looking for them both to gap up Thursday. The first one was OTC MRMD, and this one got a very nice push when we bought it in the last 10 minutes as it was breaking 20 cents. It got a push to 22, and we were getting a close up 10% going overnight and looking like it wants to push and make a second green day. On the other hand, the second stock we played was Planet 13, another dispensary, PLNHF. This is a stock we like because we also made money in the past from another 52-week breakout that it recently had, and we were playing the same move here as it broke 306 52-week breakout. We bought it at 310 using that 305, 306 area as cut and looking for it to continue to break or get a gap up the next morning. In the next morning, we got ourselves mini gap ups, but they both didn't push the way we wanted. So we took the bag where we had them. The first bag we took was MRMD. And this one did gap up like we thought, and we had our order in, but it did not get filled at the bell, and it fell out a bit, and we sold the stock right around 22 cents, making about $200 on our money and still a single there. We did have $500 plus at the opening bell, but unfortunately it did not take us. And that's okay. You don't want to hold and hope in these kind of stocks, because look what happened now. The stock dropped out. And if we didn't take that $200 bag, we could have actually lost in the stock. So always want to take the bag when you have it. And the next one, Planet 13, we took the bag here, but this one was a bit slower and we didn't want to hold it in midday. We consider midday anything from 11 o'clock all the way up until 2:30, and that's an iffy time for us. So we sold Planet 13 and it actually continued to break out for the next 2 days, but too slow for us. And still a nice $180 bag there. And to close out the week, just when you thought we were going to close out the week with $1,200 plus in profit, we found another late day Friday bag to add on to our week profit and to give us some weekend money. We found the former running OTC penny stock TPTW as it was creating a bounce green day after getting a nice spike midday from news with Walmart's real estate company. The news came out and gave it a nice volume spike, so we eyed it down all day, liking that 7-cent break and hoping to get a dip down to that area. To start power on Friday, it got the dip we wanted, and we entered the stock at 0.685, almost at a perfect bottom and the best spot you can get in the last hour of the day. And the stock ended up getting the bounce we wanted in 30 minutes. In the next 30 minutes, it got the bounce back above VWAP and all the way back towards high a day. It had a hard time at that 8-cent high day area, and we knew it was coming from 6.8, so we were very happy with 15% in 30 minutes to close out the week. So we decided to close out that bag, making a total of $550 in 30 minutes off TPTW, not worrying about that next morning. And that is how you close out the week and close out the $1,750 plus profit bag week. For those that leave the chat room and that disappear on Friday, you're missing out. We've been doing very good the past couple Fridays, so don't leave and don't head out to the weekend early, because you could have just got a bonus and took an extra $750 with you into the weekend, maybe to go on vacation, take your girlfriend on a date, or do whatever makes you happy. And that's why we do what we do. If you don't follow us on social media, you are missing out on some great content. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and StockTwits. We have constant content coming out every single day, not just stock stuff, but also fun stuff. It's all about making this game fun. And if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, make sure to click that subscribe button below. I do this once a week, going over our week. We are now 29 green weeks in the book. Also, Stock Sniper Nick posts a watch list video every Tuesday reviewing our Tuesday night watch list in detail. And Stock Sniper Alex goes over a daily tip, usually once a week, to help you every day in the stock market. And if you have not checked out our profit lead before, you gotta check it out. You can see every single one of our trades on there. Every win, every loss, every stat. My favorite stat is we have a 50% win ratio, so we win just as much as we lose, but we stick to the #1 rule of cutting losses, and that's how we got to where we are, from $500 all the way up into $122,000 plus dollars. So make sure to go check us out if you haven't yet on profit.ly under Stock Snipers. And last but not least, if you are not part of this team, we would love to have you on the team. Check us out at www.thestocksnipers.com. We got great stuff coming out. Make sure you jump on the Founders Rate. Our prices are actually going to be going up because of the great stuff that we have coming to the trading world. So make sure to take advantage of the Founders Rate. Join the team. We do daily watch lists, weekly webinars, and we have a chat room that has access to all snipers 24/7. And we have some great stuff coming, just like what's above me. So be on the lookout in the next week or two to close out this month. The snipers have the biggest update that we've ever had to our business. So hope to see you on the team soon. Alright snipers, another great week in the books. Another green one. Hopefully we can make this 30 going next week. Meet me back here next week, same time, same sniper. Stock Sniper Mike, out. Let's go.